everyone, it's Lana. Welcome back to my bathroom. This is the day after the procedure that I'm going to show you coming up. I wanted to show you how it looks the day after first because I look pretty rough in there when they're injecting needles. There's going to be needles and there's going to be blood. Not a lot of blood, and it really didn't hurt. It felt like I just got bee stung. I think he had 15 different syringes, and every time he changed the needle, it helps because the needle as it goes in gets dull. And you can kind of hear your skin pop a little bit. But anyway, this is the day after. I've got one pretty good sized bruise right here. I don't know if you can see it there. And there's one right here on my cheek. But you don't really see, my upper lip is a little bit inflated up here. That will go down. What he's done is he's taken my platelets, injected them into my skin, and they build like a road, a network underneath to rebuild the collagen. It's all natural. There's no Botox, no Restylane, no Dysport, none of that. It's just my own blood cells. It's like stem cells. And it might not be for everyone. The job that I have is a very beauty-related industry. They judge you on your looks. And it's not that I'm trying to be 20 again. I'll never be 20 again. I wouldn't want to be 20 again. That ship sailed a long time ago. I'm very happy with my age. I'm proud of my age. I'll tell anybody my age. But it's a competitive world out there, and it makes me feel good about myself. It might not be for everyone, but for me, I'm glad that I did it, and I will probably do it again in 2 years when this wears off. So there's going to be needles and blood, so I want you to meet my doctor. He's in Tampa. He's absolutely wonderful. I trust him completely, and if you want to see what this is all about, in a week, I will notice a huge difference. In 2 weeks, it will be amazing. In a month, I will be like, hello, who are you in that mirror? Because the last time I did it 3 months ago, I didn't really need to do it again, but he says do it. 3 months later, do it again, and you don't have to do a thing for 2 years. So it was expensive. The first one cost me $1,300. This one was $600, but it lasts for 2 years. I don't know what Botox and the rest of that costs, but for me, it works. And if you want to see exactly, I'm going to show you you'll see videos of me from Indiana, how I look in a month, 2 weeks, whatever, and you decide. So if you want to see how this procedure goes about, because I had a lot of interest in it, they call it the vampire facelift. I wrote a blog. I'll post the link down below. If you want to see this procedure, just keep watching. Hi everyone, it's Lana, and today I wanted to do a video about my experience with the cell filler that I had injected into my face. And this is it's in Tampa. My doctor is Dr. Bart Rodemaker, and this is his receptionist, Lori, and they are so fantastic. They take such good care of you in here. I wouldn't trust anybody else with my face. But what the doctor will do today is take some fluid or blood from my arm and spin it I'll show you when we get in there, and he will spin it down until it's just a serum, a growth factor serum, and then he will inject that like 50 different little needles, tiny needles. They don't really hurt. It's more like a bee sting. So when we get in there and he starts doing that, I'm just going to let him, I'll probably have to take off a lot of my makeup, and let me show you my makeup. So he'll probably have to take off a lot of my makeup, or most of it, or all of it, and then, so don't be scared, and we will see how it looks. You don't really get any results that I saw like day 1 or 2, but like after a month, every day I'd look in the mirror and be like, wow, I see such a big difference. He's in Tampa, and you could look him up again, Dr. Bart Rodemaker. So when he calls me back, I will turn this back on. Okay, this is the examination room, and I go to a doctor, a plastic surgeon. I don't want to ever trust my face to just like a clinic that just does it, or one of those Botox parties. I wanted to have this done by somebody that knows exactly what they're doing and exactly how to place everything the way it should be. This is the cell fill machine that he will spin the vials of blood into. I've never seen down in there. But he puts the vials of blood in there, and then it spins, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, he'll tell me. And then he takes the blood out, puts it in the vials, puts it in there, and then when it's clear, he'll inject it into my face. So when he gets in here, we'll go from there. Hi, doctor. This is Dr. Bart Rodemaker. So go back to what you said. I'm sorry, I just...
Well, it's really interesting is because people are living longer these days, and they just, are feeling much younger, and they have more energy, but sometimes their looks don't match, how they feel, and people just simply want to look as young as they feel. And some people say, look, I don't want to look as old as my mother did, and I look 15 years younger, some people say. And I'm excited and I'm going to live in that 15 years over again. So, really, it's the courage of women to step in their power and do something about their features that makes sense and makes a difference from them. Very often we find that women who undergo cosmetic surgery have enhanced body image, better well-being, happiness, success, lots of different things. And so to be critical of that, to deprive anybody of that opportunity would actually be wrong. So if somebody doesn't like cosmetic surgery, that's fine. Then they don't need it. But that person that's sensible and smart and can make smart decisions for themselves deserves to have procedures. Now, what I like about the cell fill is that it's natural. And in cosmetic surgery, we need to be smart. We don't want to go crazy with stuff. We don't want to go overboard with things. And so that's why I particularly like cell fill, because it's a very natural process.
And it takes a while for the benefits of it to show up, because I see a lot of, first week I saw a little bit, but then each day after I could tell a lot of difference as I went on.
Yeah, well, what we're doing is we're harnessing the potential of the body to restore form and function. So, in other words, we're taking the good parts of our body, good parts of our physiology, that allows it to enhance our looks. And so it's a very natural process. Now, because it's natural, it takes a while. Most people will see some dramatic softening within about 2 weeks. And within about 3 or 4 months, it's pretty significant. So we're just getting out all the needles that we need to do the procedure.
So I see 10 syringes and...
Yeah. It looks daunting, but it's not. And the needle you hardly feel when it goes through the skin. So we're just going to take it off where we're going to inject. We don't want to inject makeup underneath the skin.
No.
The growth factors will be able to enhance that youthful look.
Now these women have seen me without makeup on, so...
Well, I think you look terrific without makeup.
You're sweet.
Well, I'm also honest. Most of the makeup off that we need to get off, so it's not in our way. You got one little blotch right there. You can look like an Indian.
It's alright.
Okay. So.
Are there any restrictions after you have this done?
We just prefer you to take it easy. For a couple of days, don't do anything crazy.
So is this the blood here?
Yeah, what I do is, this is the blood. So, this is how it's separated. And we're going to transfer it into a different tube. So it all the way comes through. So we have everything that we need.
So the blood went from red blood to like
right.
Yellowish
serum. This is where all the cells are, and this is where the cells aren't. And pull.
And it's all natural. It's all my own product. There's no filler. There's no
additives. Nothing. Which is great. Which is why I like it so much.
Now you're sticking the needle on the top.
Yep.
Fun. Now I don't like needles, and I've had this done before, and it didn't really hurt me. It just felt like a little bit of a beasting.
So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and do this quickly.
Okay.
Stay still. More important, stay still. And this is a real safe place to be placing it.
And it didn't really even hurt. I mean, I didn't feel it.
Great around the eyes. It's the only product that I really like to use around the eyes because it's so effective and safe. They just want to stay in one spot.
Yeah.
Great to help lift up the eyebrows too. Sometimes we get just a little bleeding. It's not.
It doesn't hurt. So can you explain like what it does when it's in there?
Yeah, I will. Give me a second. I always like to give my full attention to the process. So basically what's happening is that the growth factors that you get out of the blood, and you find growth factors in the blood because of your platelets. Your platelets are an important system to help with blood clotting. And so if you cut yourself, the platelets gravitate towards the cut and form a blood clot. And for that blood clot to be effective, then they need growth factors. And so those are the things that we're getting right now, are the growth factors. And putting them where they can do some work, on the skin. And what it does for the skin, it enhances the blood supply to the skin, thickens the skin, and also will enhance the amount of collagen in the skin. These are all very important elements that we like to have, and those help recreate that youthful state. Now, with anything, we always recommend regular facial treatments. I think the one trick most people forget is the fact that facial treatments, your regular facials from an esthetician, are extremely beneficial and helpful. So you don't necessarily have to go and get your Botox or your Restylane. Doing facials with the right kind of products, and the right kind of esthetician, it's really worth its weight in gold. And then you just simply complement it with procedures like this. So this is the second syringe that we're going to use. And you're such a great patient, so this one hurts just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You feel it, right? And here's area where sometimes
it hurts, but it's not misery. I mean, it's not, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 2.
Right. It's something that you prefer you wouldn't have to have.
Right.
You know. So you do have like little mosquito bites all over, and those resolve after a period of time. And we like it here in the neck area because it helps lift the neck. And I always like to be very symmetric in the procedure, so it's a very systematic approach that I apply. And that way everything that I do is very balanced. So we're going to add a little bit more here. Cheekbones. One last syringe. And we'll be done.
Almost done. I can feel it in there. I can feel it. It just feels plump. I feel like a little chicken been basted. I just feel it. My face feels fuller. Does it look fuller? Does it? Oh, it's that face.
Oh, you're bleeding all over.
Am I? That's alright.
No. Bleeding is okay. Try not to pay attention to that. So right here. That's it.
Yay.
So, you're all set.
Okay.
So you have a little welts. Those dissipate within about 45 minutes.
Okay.
Occasionally some may bruises a little bit. You may have 1 or 2 little dots here or there.
Yeah, last time I had a couple bruises, but I just
did?
used a good concealer, and so, well, thank you, doctor. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
I always do. Okay, this is the result after I've just walked out of the room. I came in the restroom to check how bad I look. I'm a little poofy, a little puffy, but the last time he did it, it all kind of just dissipated a little bit. But in a month, I will see amazing results, and I love this doctor. I would never trust anybody but doctor. So I will edit this video, and then at the beginning of it, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Probably be a week from now before I make a video. Like I said, this is the day after. A week from now, 2 weeks from now, I'll be in Indiana. I'll show you my videos, and maybe you'll be able to see along with me the results that I've had. So just keep watching.